Welcome to AI Assembled, the top AI news for small business. I'm Chris Doelle, and each week I bring you the most important AI developments that can transform your business. Let's dive into this week's top stories.
This is AI Assembled for February 16th, 2026. This week, China dropped two AI bombshells that just changed the global pricing game. And back here at home, the layoffs we've been warning about finally hit the headlines. Let's start overseas. On February 11th, Tupu AI released GLM-5, a 744 billion parameter open-source model built on domestic Huawei Ascend chips. It scored 77.8% on SWE Bench Verified, putting it neck and neck with Claude Opus 4.6. But here's the kicker. GLM-5 costs about 80 cents per million input tokens and 256 per million output tokens, roughly 1/6 the price of Claude. That's not just competitive, that's a price war. The very next evening, Minimax announced M2.5, calling it the first full-stack AI employee at $1 per hour. Their benchmark? 80.2% on SWE Bench Verified. Minimax says you can run 4 continuous M2.5 agents 24/7 for $10,000 a year. To put that in perspective, one junior developer costs what? $60,000 to $80,000 a year plus benefits? Both companies went public in Hong Kong last month. Their stocks jumped 30% on the news. And both models are MIT licensed and open source, meaning any business can deploy them locally without sending data to the cloud. Now, the other shoe. In January 2026, U.S. employers cut 108,435 jobs. That's a 118% increase year over year, and the highest monthly total since the financial crisis. 16,000 of those cuts came from Amazon's tech division. Salesforce quietly laid off hundreds more after deploying AI agents in customer support. Heineken announced it's cutting 5,000 to 6,000 roles, 7% of its global workforce, citing AI-driven productivity savings. UPS cut 30,000. Pinterest announced layoffs. The pattern is clear. AI isn't just a tool anymore, it's a workforce replacement.
So what does all this mean for small and mid-sized businesses? First, cost pressure just went vertical. If a Chinese model can deliver Claude-level performance at 1/6 the price, enterprise buyers are going to demand steep discounts from OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google. We're already seeing Anthropic expand its free tier and OpenAI testing ads inside ChatGPT to offset revenue pressure. The era of $40 per month per seat AI is ending. The new baseline might be $5 to $10, or pay per token with rock-bottom rates. Second, if you're a service business that sells hours, you need a new model. A marketing agency that used to bill a copywriter at $75 an hour can now run an M2.5 agent for $1 an hour. Accounting firms, legal research, customer support, HR. Any role that's primarily cognitive and repeatable is now on the table. The question isn't if AI takes the task, it's how fast you retrain your team to manage agents instead of doing the work themselves. Third, OpenAI just upgraded its Responses API with something called Agent Skills Manifests. That's a standard format for tools, so an autonomous agent can call your CRM, your inventory system, your email platform, whatever, without custom code. Translation: the barrier to deploying an agent just dropped. If you've been waiting for AI to get easier, this is that moment. Fourth, T-Mobile launched a beta that does live translation at the network level. You don't download an app, you just talk, and the network translates in real time. If that goes mainstream, language barriers in customer service, sales calls, and support vanish. A 5-person team in Kansas City can now serve customers in Tokyo, Sao Paulo, and Berlin without hiring multilingual staff. The bottom line? February 2026 is the month AI stopped being a nice-to-have and became operationally critical. If you're not testing these models, your competitors are.
Okay, so what do you do this week? Here's your 5-step action plan. Step 1. Run a side-by-side test. Sign up for GLM5 on OpenRouter and Minimax M2.5 through Klein or the API. Give them both the same task. Write a product description, draft an email sequence, debug a script, whatever you do most often. Compare quality, speed, and cost. This isn't theoretical anymore. You need to know if a $1 per hour model can replace a $20 per hour task in your business. 1 week. Step 2. Build a displacement scorecard. List every role in your company. Write down how many hours per week each person spends on repeatable cognitive tasks. Data entry, report generation, first draft writing, scheduling, research. Rank them by automation potential. Then identify who can be retrained to manage agents instead of doing the work manually. This isn't about layoffs, it's about redeployment. But you need the data. 2 days. Step 3. Launch a marketing test. Use AI to generate 5 variations of your next email subject line, ad headline, or landing page copy. Run them all. Measure click-through and conversion rates. If AI wins, scale it. If it doesn't, find out why. Marketing is the lowest risk, highest visibility place to prove ROI. 2 weeks. Step 4. Optional but interesting. If you're already running paid ads, test the new ChatGPT ad format. OpenAI just opened it to brands like Target, Adobe, and Ford. Early adopters say it's cheaper than Google and Facebook because there's less competition. Allocate a small budget, maybe $500 to $1,000, and see what happens. 1-month pilot. Step 5. Update your AI policy. Add a section on third-party models, especially Chinese models, and data residency. If you're using GLM5 or M2.5, make sure your team knows what data can and can't be sent to those APIs. Also, add guidance on job transitions. If someone's role is automated, what's the retraining path? Do they manage the agent? Move to a new function? This is HR and legal in one document. 1 day. That's it. 5 steps. One of them, step 2, you can finish this afternoon. The rest you can knock out in the next 2 weeks. Next episode, February 23rd. We'll cover whatever drops between now and then. And given the pace we're seeing, that could be anything. This is AI Assembled. Stay sharp.
That's it for this week's AI Assembled, the top AI news for small business. If you found this valuable, share it with a fellow business owner. If you want a hands-on group that you can work with on your specific AI needs, consider joining Business Success Academy at freshmediaworks.com/BSA. Until next week, keep innovating and keep it real.